found the woman this morning on the side of the road, and her baby had been removed from her body. And then you show up with a baby.
Blood painted the floor. A baby's cries hung thin in the air, then stopped. And in that silence, Taylor Reneé Parker smiled and ran. Texas would soon call her one of its coldest killers, now awaiting execution for her crimes. But to see how a small-town photographer became a death row inmate, we have to go back to the morning it all began.
Switching now to news across the state of Texas, a Texas jury has given the death sentence in the brutal murder of a woman and the death of her unborn baby who was cut out of her womb.
The truth is, this wasn't sudden. It was the end of a 10-month lie. By 2020, Taylor Parker was living in Sims, Texas. She'd lost custody of her 2 older children. She was dating a mechanic named Wade Griffin and was terrified he was going to leave her. After her hysterectomy, she could no longer conceive, but she never told Wade. Instead, she told him she was pregnant. Then she told her friends, then her family. But with every lie she told, she had to build 10 more to keep it alive.
This is a big deal.
Yeah. Okay, yes. Are you ready? I'm coming.
She can't leave.
Yeah.
Is she trying to leave?
Taylor built an entire fake pregnancy. She wore a fake baby bump. She printed ultrasound photos off the internet. She even threw herself a gender reveal party. She claimed she was due in October. All of it was a lie. But every lie has an expiration date. And Taylor knew hers was coming.
She's going to say she's going to tell well, there's 2 in there. The one is ours. That's where's ours.
Okay. Do not let her out that door.
She began researching how to perform a C-section at home, how to fake pregnancy symptoms. She even called in a bomb threat to delay an appointment that didn't exist because the walls were closing in. And still, she doubled down. And this was only the beginning. What Taylor did to fool an entire town for nearly a year would defy belief. She visited maternity clinics pretending to be a patient. What Taylor did to fool an entire town for nearly a year will shock you. Each move was riskier than the last, and each one pushed her further from reality. By the fall of 2020, Taylor was desperate. Her lies were collapsing. Wade was growing suspicious. In her mind, there was only one way to keep him: give him a baby, no matter where it came from. She turned her eyes to Reagan, a young mom she'd met in 2019 while working as a photographer. Reagan was now pregnant with her 2nd child. Taylor followed her posts online, reacted to her baby bump photos, each click pulling her deeper into obsession. And on the morning of October 9th, she packed a hammer, scalpel, fake hospital badge, and diaper bag, and drove to kill her. By 10:20 a.m., Oklahoma police detained Taylor at the hospital. She stuck to her story at first, that she had given birth. But detectives were already piecing it together. Camera footage showed her route from Sims to Reagan's house. Blood evidence tied her to the scene. Doctors confirmed she could never carry a child. The truth was closing in, and so were the police.
What did we step into?
Oh, it's interesting. So I think it's going to be that.
And Reagan's mother had already made the 911 call that changed everything. My daughter, she's pregnant. She's dead. Her stomach is cut open. Her baby is gone. The baby Taylor tried to claim was hers, belonged to the woman she had just murdered. 2 years later, the town that once believed her gathered to watch her face justice. On September 12, 2022, 2 years after the murder, the trial of Taylor Reneé Parker began at the Bowie County Courthouse in New Boston, Texas. Security was tight, and media from across the country packed the benches. Prosecutors presented their case. Taylor faked her pregnancy for nearly 10 months. She researched how to perform a C-section. She lied to clinics, to Wade, and to her own family. And she murdered Reagan to steal her baby. They called Reagan's mother, Jessica Brooks, as their first witness. She sobbed as jurors saw crime scene photos. I walked into the house and saw my daughter torn open on the floor. I knew the baby was gone. I knew she was dead. The courtroom went still. and the jurors went silent.
No, I didn't. I don't know what's wrong with me, because I've never been a bad person.
I don't think you are.
Prosecutors showed Taylor's search history, how to fake pregnancy, and buying fake ultrasound pictures. Medical experts confirmed Reagan was alive during the cutting based on blood flow and wound depth. This was not a clean surgical cut, one said. This was brutal. And if that wasn't horrific enough, what came next left the room in tears.
Parker's mother told her if she had been thinking about the children, that she might not be in the situation that she's in. But her mother also told her that what's done is done, and told Parker she has to deal with the consequences as best as she can.
Another testified that baby Braxlyn Sage didn't die instantly, but slowly from lack of oxygen after being pulled from the womb. The defense claimed Taylor had borderline personality disorder and trauma clouded her reality. But the prosecution countered with precision. She planned this. She lied for months. She manipulated everyone around her. They even played a jailhouse call to her mother. Taylor never mentioned Reagan's name. All she said was, "I messed up real bad." The jury didn't need more convincing.
A heavy burden feels lifted. I feel like now we can start trying to heal.
On October 3, 2022, after just 1 hour of deliberation, the jury found her guilty of capital murder. The final act came swiftly. November 9, 2022. In a packed courtroom, Judge John Tidwell read the verdict. "You have been found guilty of capital murder. It is the order of this court that you be remanded to the custody of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice and there be confined until the state of Texas executes the sentence of death."
I went through the evidence and the law and felt that they had plenty of information to make that decision. So I'm very thankful that they saw the evidence the way that the state did.
Reagan's family broke down. Her mother stood and said, "My baby was alive." She felt every single pain. She fought for her babies and you smashed her skull. You ripped her open and took her baby. You deserve to be removed from this earth. Taylor Parker showed no emotion. She was sent to the Mountain View unit in Gatesville, where Texas holds its female death row inmates. She now lives in a 6 by 10 foot cell alone 23 hours a day. Her world has shrunk to 6 feet of concrete and a ticking clock.
I think obviously the experts would even agree that she just creates chaos where she goes. And I absolutely think that she got the punishment that she deserved today.
In Texas, death doesn't come quickly. Inmates often wait decades. But Parker's sentence is final, and one day, whether soon or years from now, the state of Texas will carry it out. What do you think really happened that night? Share your thoughts with us down in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.